Hello, Spring here with a carport gate update. Built the gates a few months ago and the new gates are put up that I had manufactured myself. Didn't really think about the practicality of them. I just made two gates, 10-foot gap, and I've made two 5-foot gates. Seemed obvious at the time. And then get a car backed up to one gate. The only problem is if I wanted to get a bike out or the wheelie bins, I couldn't open the gate I wanted because the car would be in the way. So I'd have to pull the car forward a couple of foot to allow the right hand gate to open, which is really annoying. On the gates that end, originally I put, it was a bit wider, narrower that end. Originally I had two equal size gates, and in the end I ended up going with like probably a 5.5 foot and a 3.5 foot gate, so that you had a sort of more of a man gate, personnel gate one side. But I didn't do this at the front. It was a bit of a boo-boo. So what I've been doing over the last day and a bit, is taking the 10-foot gap and two 5-foot gates and making one 6-foot and one 4-foot roughly, so that I can then park the car up against one of them, and then if I want to get in and out the smaller side gate with a wheelie bin or bike or whatever trailer, I can just open the one gate without moving cars. The reason for all this is we're really tight for space because we have one car parked on the front of the house on the gravel, one car on the drive, sometimes two, and then the Escort is in this that I've created, and then the bike's in the little baby motorbike garage. So it's all a bit tight for space, which is crazy because I've got 1/3 of an acre, but due to certain structural elements, I can't build anything permanent on my on one side, my drive side of the property. I can't put anything permanent there because there's a drain, a storm drain, which runs all the way 300 foot down my property directly under my fence, and it was put in a couple of years before I bought the house. The water company putting it in bought the house compulsory, not compulsory, but they bought the house off the previous owner. It was derelict anyway, and they bought the boundary, that side, my drive side. They bought the boundary off of the bowling green, who's next door, and they gave the bowling green about another 10 foot of land, brought the boundary nearer to my house, and put this big pipe down. And the proviso is on the lease, the lease. I bought the house, but the land lease or whatever it is, the legal bit, can't build anything within 7 foot of the pipe under my fence, in case they ever have to get in and dig up the pipe. The pipe's about 8 foot underground at the top of the property and about 2 foot underground at the bottom because there's a slope. Now if they ever have to come in and repair it, what they'll do is they'll rip everything down, smash everything up, dig it up, repair it, but they have to put everything back at their expense, exactly how it was. And I can't have anything permanent, it's all got to be removable. That's why I haven't put a nice 26 foot by 12 foot down to 8 foot garage on the side of my house, because I can't put a brick structure up. And also my land is all agricultural on the law bit, so anywhere on the property I can only put up temporary buildings. Anyway, that's a lot of old waffle. We'll have a look at what I've done to the gates and where I am so far. Nearly done. Cheers. So here we go. What I've basically done is that made that one a foot longer and this one a foot shorter. It was quite simple as they were already built. This one I literally just chopped the end off, repositioned everything, brought it back. This one was a little more difficult, but I've got some chunkier wood. It's about 4 inch by 1.5 inch ish. So what I did was I took out each one of these supports, put in the chunky one, extended it a foot past the end of the gate, did them one at a time, and then just screwed 3 more slats on, and this bit of framework made all of this what I was having trouble with last time. It made it all sit flush. And then on this one, instead of replacing all of these for these, all I did was all my spare bits, I just added another one, which makes them pretty much the same, just a bit of strength there. At the moment, I'm just filling in some bits and pieces. This here, I put this strip down there to make everything flush, and at the moment, the sun's all in everybody's way. As you can see, I'm just filling in gaps. I've managed to get everything working as it was before. So just got a few gaps to fill in, and then I'm going to put a little weather strip on this one, 2 sections. And as you can see, I can actually park the car now behind this gate, and even with the car right up to the gate, I can still open this one, plenty of room. So, bonus. Right, I shall leave you now for a bit, and I'll get it all filled in and all my little extra. I've got tons and tons of wood left over from all my various projects, and you know me, I'll probably end up extra strengthening bits. So I'll get it all done, get it a coat of paint, and you can have a quick look afterwards. And apologies if you're getting dizzy with me wandering around everywhere. Okay, see you in a bit. Quick interlude before paint. Woodstock. This was some packing crates at work, and they were going to throw it in the wood skip. So I obviously brought it home. It's not pressure treated outdoor stuff, but it'll do for some jobs. I'm thinking all the noggins in the carport roof, because it's going to be under a proper sealed roof. I'm thinking these will probably do for all the shorter bits, and then I can put some treatment on them anyway. But yeah, anyway, if all else fails, it'll make good burning wood for the little wood burning fire thing in the garage. Okay, back to reality. Bit of painting next. Alright, there you go, painted. I haven't done the inside yet, but I think that looks tidy. You wouldn't know I'd been there. So we've got a 4-foot gate and a 6-foot gate instead of 2 5-foots. So pleased with that. I'll get on with the inside now and finish off. It's got there we go. Let's get that bit's painted. As far as the roof goes, use the glaring sunlight. I'm procrastinating at the moment over the roof. That's why I've got that done. I think I'm just putting off the inevitable with the roof. Main issue is, well, it's not an issue, it's just me being tight. At work there's a contract going on, and they've overstocked a load of wood. It's that sort of size, 100 by 40 or whatever it is, 4 inch by 1.5 inches or however it is. Anyway, they've got literally a ton of it overstocked, set outdoors, and it's 16-foot lengths, which would make the perfect beams for this going across. I'm going to put a rail about a foot up or somewhere on this side. Going to raise this and level this however much, and then I'm going to, sorry, the rails don't go that way, then I'm going to beam it, joist it, whatever you want to call it, this way, coming down. You know what I mean, on an angle, and then I'll be marine ply sheeting it all, and all those bits of wood living round there will form all the little noggins between each bit about 4 foot apart. Yeah, marine ply it, then I'm going to do heavy duty roofing felt, and then I'm going to bitumen coat it about 3 times, and I'll obviously need some sort of lead flashing between the brickwork, etc. Basically what I'm going to do is what I did to my garage. That is just wood 8x4 wood sheets, heavy duty roof felt, and then every year I put at least 1, sometimes 2 coats of bitumen on it. It's not actually bitumen, it's a water-based rubberized roofing stuff, but it basically turns it to a rubber coat. I've actually got about 1/4 inch of a complete rubber seal on that. That's what I'm going to do with this. I don't want a clear roof. I'm not into conservatory roofs. They go green, they look horrible. I just think they're not for me. That's why we don't have a conservatory. So, okay, it'll be dark, but I'm going to put lighting inside, and then just around the edge gaps, I'm going to fill it in. Not going to make it perfectly airtight because this is not a garage. It's basically a carport with a few bits around it. I'm going to change that fence panel for the same as that with a gravel board, and then yeah, any gaps around it I will put some clear whatever that polycarbonate, I'll put some of that in it just for a little bit of daylight, but we'll have lights, LED spotlights like that halogen one, but that's going to get changed from LED, and I'll put some LEDs in here on what do you call it, timers, not timers, sensors. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to get on and finish that, and stitch this lot together, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, take care, be good. I've been Springy, thank you.